16 hours. No sleep, no break. Just a single voice echoing across the Senate floor. Senator Cory Booker has just pulled off one of the longest speaking marathons in recent U.S. political history, and he did it to challenge two of the most powerful figures on the planet, Donald Trump and Elon Musk. So, what's going on here? Why is Booker risking his health and reputation in this dramatic protest? And what does this have to do with Social Security, democracy, and billionaires? Stay tuned. We've got the full breakdown, and trust us, you'll want to hear this. It all began Monday at exactly 7 p.m. Senator Cory Booker of New Jersey took to the Senate floor not to pass a bill or introduce legislation, but to deliver a relentless, hours-long critique of what he calls a dangerous unraveling of American democracy. When billionaires shape public policy and the Constitution is treated like a suggestion, it's time to stand up, or in this case, speak out, Booker declared as he began what would turn into a 16-plus hour marathon. Now you might be wondering, why specifically target Donald Trump and Elon Musk? Trump, still a major figure in Republican politics, has reportedly been pushing new policy suggestions behind closed doors that include deep cuts to Social Security, Medicaid, and public education, programs millions of Americans rely on daily. Meanwhile, Elon Musk, recently appointed as a senior advisor, is being criticized for influencing tech and immigration policy in ways that Booker says threaten both economic stability and civil liberties. When a billionaire tech mogul holds more influence than elected officials, democracy is in danger, Booker said during his speech. So what's on the chopping block? According to Booker's Social Security and Medicaid, proposed funding rollbacks could impact over 60 million Americans. Public education, new budget outlines would divert federal funds away from public schools toward private interests. Immigration policy. Booker warned of aggressive, unconstitutional surveillance and deportation measures being considered under the influence of Musk's tech companies. Economic inequality. The senator called out tax policies favoring the ultra-wealthy, citing a 2024 Oxfam report that revealed the richest 1% gained nearly 65% of new wealth created globally since the pandemic. Though not officially a filibuster, Booker's speech effectively disrupted Senate business. For over 16 hours, legislation was delayed, media coverage exploded, and political discourse turned sharply toward the policies being protested. He stated clearly, "This is not about delay for delay's sake. This is about a moral reckoning." One of the most powerful moments. Booker read real letters from constituents, Americans living paycheck to paycheck, veterans unable to afford medication, parents struggling with education cuts. One letter read, "If Medicaid is cut, I don't know how I'll afford my son's insulin. Do I choose between rent and keeping my child alive?" This human element added emotional weight that statistics alone couldn't deliver, and it had a visible impact on those present in the chamber. Booker wasn't completely alone. Senator Chris Murphy and several other Democrats participated by asking procedural questions, giving Booker brief pauses, a clever tactic that allowed him to catch his breath while technically remaining on the floor. "We've got your back, Cory," Murphy tweeted. This is what real leadership looks like. Let's put this into perspective. Booker's speech, clocking in at just over 16 hours, now ranks among the top 10 longest Senate speeches in U.S. history. But it still falls short of the all-time record held by Strom Thurmond, who spoke for 24 hours and 18 minutes in 1957 to oppose the Civil Rights Act. That said, context matters. Thurmond's speech was to block civil rights, Booker's to defend them. Unsurprisingly, social media exploded. The hashtag #JustJaroBookerSpeaks trended overnight. Tweets ranged from support. "Booker is speaking for all of us being crushed by billionaire greed." Progressive moms to skepticism, "This is all political theater. Nothing will come of it." capital realist. Regardless of opinion, one thing was clear. Cory Booker had grabbed the nation's attention. As of this recording, Booker has finally yielded the floor, exhausted but resolute. Whether his speech will change policy is still uncertain, but it's already shifted the conversation. Political analysts say the protest may energize progressive voters and force Senate Republicans to address unpopular proposals more directly. According to Pew Research, 74% of Americans oppose cuts to Social Security and Medicaid, a number Booker was clearly banking on. So what do you think? Was Cory Booker's 16-hour protest a bold stand for justice or just more political grandstanding? Was it right to call out Trump and Musk by name? Do you think this kind of protest actually makes a difference? Drop your thoughts in the comments.